Hello everybody, Recon Breakpoint has been released for a few days and so far the game feels great for us. So we are bringing you some tips and tricks for those of you who have just started to get you on and running for the game. Jumping into the first tips, you may encounter some biometric doors that are red in color and is locked. For those who are wondering, you can actually unlock this door. The newly implemented mechanics for carrying dead bodies have more to it than just hiding away dead bodies. Apparently, if you carry one of those dead soldiers near the locked door, you can access it. You will encounter these doors often during your adventure in Aurora. Do make sure that the door has a biometric scan besides. Those without it cannot be accessed. Usually, you will find this door guarding supplies that you are unable to access any other way. For the next tip, we're going to show you a trick to get down slope without rolling downhill, damaging you and your stamina. Simply click the crouch button before heading down slope. Your character will less likely slide down, consuming your stamina. Also try to go down places where there are obstacles to stop in case you start sliding. Your character will stop sliding upon contact with the obstacle. Just like in previous Ghost Recon franchise, we have access to drones and binoculars. You can access this by completing the first mission and talk to Hold. For binoculars, you need to equip it on your loadout and use it. As for drone, simply clicking X and you can navigate around the area with the drone. Breakpoint has also added the new Bivouac mechanics, which acts as a fast travel points across the map. You can acquire preparation buff in a Bivouac that lasts for an hour, such as eating for 40% injury resistance, hydrate for 80% fatigue resistance, tech review for 40% drone speed, stretching for 20% stamina, weapon review for 20% accuracy, resource for 10% XP bonus. You can also change class and loadouts preset in the tactic menu. You can also access the shop and crafting menu. And finally, you can also spawn vehicles near the Bivouac location. You can also choose which time to deploy. There are several ways to unlock Bivouac location. The easiest way is to simply fly your drone up and scan areas with smoke to unlock the Bivouac. The second way to unlock them is getting them through intel you can find across the map. You can also travel to the Bivouac directly to unlock it. With the new looting system in place, some of you may be worried about bullet sponges that ruins the immersiveness of the game. But worry not, as regardless of gear level, difficulty setting and enemy level, a headshot will 100% kill your enemy in one shot. So as long as you have good aiming, you can clear even the hardest mission with a low level monster. In the early stages of the game, you will be encountering two types of drone in enemy areas. The one to look out for is the scanning drone. If the scanning drone detects you, it will sound the alarm and alert nearby enemies of your location. You can identify it with its blue and red color flashing lights and its roaming behavior. You can also identify it by scanning with your drone. Another type is transport drone with orange lights. It poses no threat and can be destroyed for loot. The next few tips are basic approach you should know to make your mission easier. Before approaching a mission, use your drone to scout around the enemy base and tag all enemies to avoid getting caught off guard. After knowing where your enemies are, you can start planning the way you execute the mission. There's no limitation on how you decide to approach the mission, so be creative. And finally, don't be afraid to use gadgets. They are very useful and easy to come by. You can either buy, craft, or loot them during your adventures.